Hello guys, and welcome back to this new vlog video, and welcome to my channel. My name is Alyssa and I'm 21 years old and I come from Norway, and now I'm studying abroad in the Netherlands. So the first thing I'm gonna show you guys today are the books that I used in my first year of university here in the Netherlands, University of Applied Sciences. I was thinking about showing you guys the books that I'm using right now for European studies, and then show you guys some of the first year books that I will be selling this year. Well, I already sold them by the time I put out this video, but these are the books that I used and had exams in, so let's just get started. So the first book I'm gonna show you guys is this European Union Politics. So this was about, it was called the Institutions of EU, that we had the exam in this, and it was a multiple choice exam, but we had to read a lot, and some multiple choice exams are really tricky because you get like questions that are like, the answers are really similar. So if you don't remember the exact answer, then you kind of have to guess, and then it's a 50-50 chance that you'll get the right one, and then you need to have at least 75% correct in order to pass. So yeah, this is the first book, and this is also the book we're gonna have for the second year. So I'm not going to be selling this one, but this was one of the first classes we had last year. This also, the second book is this one, Europe, A Cultural History. It's all about the history of Europe, and also about like the philosophers, Aristotle, Socrates, and everything about that. So this was also a multiple choice questions for the exam, but it was a lot. I remember we had to read, as you see here, orange part of the book is like this much of the book. Yeah, it was a lot of reading, but really interesting. New forms of beliefs, new ways of surviving, and also a lot of the Greek worldview and stuff. So this was the very first class that I had in the first year, and it was yeah, tricky. I remember that I was struggling with that subject because it was so much to read, but I made it, so I'm happy. And then this one, Key Concepts in Politics and International Relations, Andrew Haywood. This was for the Political Dimension exam, and this was, yeah, we had like 101 concepts or something that we needed to remember by heart, and then it will come on the, what does this mean, what does this word mean, and so like authority, authoritarianism, and then the book would have like a long explanation about that. And then we would have to explain those words. This was an open questions exam, so they like gave you a concept. You had to write everything you know about that concept. So it was really tricky because there were so many concepts to remember, and then the concepts that we didn't know which concepts that was gonna come. So of course, a lot of people, we read hard for this exam as well. Key Concepts of Politics and International Relations, and I still remember. So I have made like small holes for all of the concepts here. Yeah, I think the new owners will still be satisfied that, yeah. I also give tips to the people who are buying my books, because it might be nice to get some insights about what the first years is like and stuff like that. So this was a French taxi level 0, so beginner's level in French. I have a lot of notes and stuff because, well, I like to have a lot of extra material when it comes to my classes and stuff. Yeah, this is it for the French, and this one also for French. This is the grammar book. So here is all about the grammar, the explanation of the grammar, and stuff like that. And then there is the workbook for the first orange book. And then, yeah. So that was all of the French books. So we went through that entire book for the entire year. So we would have 20 chapters for about 20 chapters for every exam. And then there would be one exam every 6 weeks or so. And then this is for the business dimension book, is the business essentials, all about, yeah, business, about what I like about this book is that it has summary on every chapter, and also concepts that it went through the end of the book. It had sections of what part of the book, learning object, what you needed to learn. So it was a little bit, yeah, this book is really great. The 11th edition of the business essentials, and we have trimesters. So every 6 weeks there are new subjects or like new chapters to read to the next exam. So this one, we had to read a part of this and then the rest for the next trimester. I usually sell my books cheaper than you would at the store because yeah, we're students, so it might be nicer, and also you can save some money. So I also bought all of these books secondhand because it's cheaper. This one is the marketing book. So marketing, we had the last term, and then it's the book concept is really similar to the business one, and I had some marketing previously, so that was nice. And yeah, it's not really much to say. Marketing, if you had marketing, then know the 4 P's. IGOs and NGOs. This book was a little bit difficult to read because it's not really into chapters, but it's more like a continuous thing. This exam is one of the hardest ones for our year. It is the hardest one, and most of the percentage fail on this one. I think it's actually as high as 50% failing. It's the IGO and NGO. So it's the 5th edition book, and it's about like security. It is about the different, well, what IGOs, what NGOs. It's open questions, which makes it also really difficult because you have to really know specifically what you're talking about, or yeah. This one was pretty hard because also the entire book. So they weren't really like, so, and then it was like 10 questions, and then you have to write for like every chapter about something. So if you don't know something about one chapter, then it might be difficult, and then you lose a lot of points. Yeah, this one was definitely one of my lower grades for sure, but at least I passed, so I was happy about that, thank God. But yeah, this one was difficult. Of course, I had friends that totally nailed this, so it's not like, oh yeah, just because it's difficult for me or for other people, it might be really easy for you guys. So it's different for everybody. Some people are really good at science, some people are really good at math, some people are really good in business, and I'm gonna go for the private sector. In the second year of European Studies, you have to choose between public and private, and I chose for private. And public is more about like politics, and IGO, NGO, all about the public administration relations, and private is more about the business and marketing. And I'm gonna continue more on the private side because I think I want to work in a private corporation later. I'm not really sure what I want, but so far my grades are higher in the private sector subjects. I know for the public sector it's more essays and stuff, while the private has more and kind of the difference, I guess. So that was a little bit about my study. If you have any questions, just ask them down below. I don't mind answering them. I am currently a student ambassador for the school. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy the work, and I'm happy that I can help so many people in some way or another. The exchange students are now having their intro week, and I will have my introduction for the second year on Friday, and today is Wednesday. So yeah, I'm really excited about starting this next school year. I'm gonna buy some new books, except for the first book that I showed you guys, the blue one. I'm gonna keep that one and not sell it because I need it for the second year. I don't think that's one of the expensive ones. I also had intercultural communication in the first year, which I didn't show here because I already sold it, because I already had it in the first trimester, and then my friend had it in the second trimester. That was a really interesting subject. I really liked that one. And then we had, for European Studies 3, we had an extra assignment where we had to talk with people from Taiwan. That was really, really nice and fun. So we got to know them, and then we also had a project with with some people from the US, from Cincinnati. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun, like working together with some people from the US. And then we also, of course, had other subjects that didn't require books, but still had oral presentation. We had to have a presentation. I can talk more about my studies in another vlog if you guys want to. So that was all on my books for the first years. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will do a part 2 for the second year books. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!